Team meteorologist Noah Bergeron is back with us now.
Okay, Noah, so what you tracking out there this afternoon?
Just a couple of showers, the wind, but you know, it's a lot cooler. I'm sure you've noticed. It's nice.
Good.
Yeah. That chill over the weekend's gone, though. It's not going to be back for a while. The humidity's here, and you can see out there a couple of rain showers right now. These are in southern Marion County right now, and a couple of little specks of rain from Bithlo over towards Titusville. Things moving on along there. A little cold front across the plains right now, but really things across America are kind of quiet right now, and there's a lot of warmth currently as well. So the system causing those rip currents is an Oscar right here. This formed over the weekend. Interestingly enough, became a hurricane. Now this will actually re-strengthen once it gets off of Cuba, and we can start getting some reconnaissance back flying within there. We'll see over the next few days as it again emerges back over water. So right now it's on the northeastern tip of Cuba, then from there re-strengthening into a tropical storm, potentially impacting Bermuda, and that will push some maybe like 4 to 8 foot surf into our east coast the next 2 to 3 days, and also keep the rip current risk very high. So Patty is the next name up for this year, and I want to talk more about that. So in the Gulf, the temperatures of the water have cooled substantially. Generally speaking, to get a hurricane or a tropical system, you need the water above 80, which is where I've shaded on this graphic. Now notice you see here right close to Tampa Bay and the west coast of Florida, it's below 80 because of all the upwelling from the cool water effect of Helene and Milton, but the Gulf is still marginally supportive. It's really the Keys and then down into the Caribbean and the Bahamas that are very conducive still for tropical development, which you don't need to be a meteorologist to be able to see where I'm talking about. This is a formula that takes into account how hot the water is down deep, meaning is the water really hot just for a narrow little layer near the top of the ocean surface, or is it warm down a long ways? And if it's warmer down a lot longer further into the ocean, there's more heat content for a hurricane. And notice that it's hot to extreme over the entire Caribbean and just medium over the Gulf. So the Caribbean is actually the hottest it's ever been at this point, and in fact it's hotter than the Gulf's normal temperature in August and September currently. So there's still plenty of fuel as we head into Halloween weekend in November for hurricanes. And interestingly enough, this is next Thursday. This is just a model, so take this with a grain of salt. I don't normally show the verbatim model out 15 days, but in this case I feel like it's justified, as I want you to get the idea of verbatim, this is a category 4-ish hurricane that the model spins up, and I believe it. I think that's probably a realistic proposition that a quite strong, possibly intense hurricane fires up in the Caribbean somewhere. Now the key will be, where does it form? Some of the guidance forms this up closer towards Cancun. Some of the guidance fires it up down closer towards Puerto Rico the first few days of November. And then where does it track? The consensus of the modeling indicates that it could be a huge threat for Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican, Puerto Rico, maybe the Bahamas. I'd be lying to you if I said there was no data indicating a threat to Florida. In fact, Brooks and I were just texting about an hour ago because we were both looking at the same thing, that there's several models trying to lift this to the north towards Florida about November 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th timeframe. If that were to occur, that would be pretty rare. Generally in November, hurricanes don't move due to the north out of the Caribbean. They either go west or east. Nicole is an exception from a few years ago that kind of did like that. So we're going to watch this closely. Again, I think as soon as tomorrow or the next few days, we'll see the Hurricane Center put out a blob, a yellow area of potential development, but that's certainly something we're going to watch. If you have a cruise plan to the Caribbean in early November, or a vacation, or family or friends there, there's certainly there could be an intense hurricane in the Caribbean, but again, where does it go? We don't know yet. It hasn't formed yet. In all likelihood, I would say it's not a Florida threat, but it's way too premature to rule that out. And we have seen hurricanes threaten Florida in November before. So for now, I'm just making you aware, and that's something we're going to be watching in the next couple of weeks. So breezy tomorrow, 85, 84 on Wednesday, 84 Thursday, 84 on Friday. Over the weekend, still breezy with temperatures hanging out in the low 80s.
All right, Noah, thank you much.